September, and autumn really felt like it was on its way, and I was a bit chilly, so I fancied something to warm myself up. And my friend David Hoffman, he has a travel show called davidsbeenhere.com. He came to see me a couple of weeks ago, and he brought me back some spices from Sri Lanka, which was where he was on his last adventure. So I thought, you know what I really fancy is some dal, which basically is this Indian spiced lentil dish, and it's really warming, it's very cheap and easy to make. And I posted up a picture on Facebook of what I was making, as I do very often, and lots of people were like, ooh, we need that recipe. So yes, I'm doing the recipe for you guys. So all you need to do is, I started chopping some onion, so 1 small brown onion. We need and I'm going to chop 3 cloves of garlic up as finely as you can. I'm just going to heat a little bit of sunflower oil in a pan. I'm going to fry the onions and garlic in there. So pop the onions in. There we go. And the garlic. So just add half a teaspoon of turmeric. If you can see I love my spice tin. It's got all my kind of Indian spices in there. So it's got turmeric, some ground coriander, cumin seeds, chili powder, all that kind of stuff. Right, anyway, very handy. Now just add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of some medium spiced curry powder. Now in this curry powder, it's basically just a blend of loads of different spices, so it's going to add quite a bit more flavour. So a whole teaspoon going in, and that is all the spices that you need. Next up is half a tin of tomatoes. Leave this to simmer away for about 3 to 5 minutes. This is the important part. This is what's going to make your dal taste really good. So it's very important to leave it long enough to let all the kind of flavours infuse, and it will taste much better. So as you can see, it's gone a lot more concentrated. There's a lot less liquid in there now. Okay, that looks ready. Now I'm just going to add 1 cup of these red lentils. Can you see? Okay, so 1 cup of those. I've just washed those a little bit first. They're going in. And you know what? Lentils are so good for you as well. And they're filling and they're cheap, so this is my cheap eats. Oh yes, tasty cheap eats. Right, now just stir those in. And we're just going to add some stock to it and leave it to cook now for about 20 minutes, 20-25 minutes. Now 1 cup of lentils, we're going to add about 3 cups of stock going in. Ooh. Okay, just give it a stir. Now bring it to the boil, and then you're going to turn it down to simmer once it starts boiling, and just you can leave it, give it the occasional stir to look after it, and it will be done pretty soon. Okay, so this is what it should look like when it's ready. All the liquid has nearly evaporated, and as you can see, the lentils are all puffed up and fat, and they're much bigger. They've soaked up all that liquid. Great, so my dal is cooked and ready. Just a couple of finishing ingredients. I've got some fresh coriander. Now I love coriander, so I'm adding it. So I'm just going to roughly chop that up. And this goes in at the end to keep it nice and fresh. Okay, there we go. So a nice good handful of fresh coriander. That's going in. Now a large knob of butter. The butter, okay, this is again optional, but I think it makes it taste really nice. So a good piece, don't be shy, of butter going in, and just some salt and pepper. Oh, and it is ready and smelling good. Yummy. Yummy. Okay. Well, I hope you're all going to really enjoy this hearty, warming dal recipe. I'll put the full recipe up on my blog, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you tune in again soon. Bye. Ooh, now I can taste them. That is what I'm talking about.